Some motherfuckers a lot of fucking money. All I need you to do is go pack some shit so I know you're good.
AKA Dre, founder and creator of the show, director, writer, producer, actor, killer, all the things.
Driz Is Dre hats, man.
You look tired, bro.
Flow good.
How you feeling?
Coopering, man.
How was the success of the show, and particularly the finale? Because I know a lot of people was waiting for it, myself included. How did that feel?
Man, it felt great, like unbelievable. I can't even explain it. Like, it was a journey. It's complete. I'm ready to get to season 2.
True indeed, and we all waiting for that as well. Now let me ask, where did the idea for Mayhem come from?
Man.
And how long has it been in the works?
It came from my hood, like, this is what I grew up around. You know what I mean? And just having the imagination to put it together and not telling nobody, it came from that. And like, I just been writing for like 10, 12 years. Like, I got a ton of stuff written, like ready to go. Like, Mayhem just the first project.
And what made you decide, this is the time, I gotta get it going?
Alright, I did the research like 10 years ago. Looked up the web series thing. It was a ton of them. There's a million web series out there, you feel me? At the time when I seen them, when I was writing, they was only getting like 10,000 views. You feel me? Like, so I'm like, it ain't worth the effort. You feel me? Like, and I knew what the project would take as a whole to get it complete with all the people involved, so it wasn't worth it at the time. You feel me? Then, you know, life got in the way after that. You know what I mean? Got a family support, so did the job, all that. And then the truth is, like, I'm gonna give them their respect, money and violence. Like, when I seen their success, like, I was like, wow. You know what I mean? Hat off to them, man. They opened the door.
Yeah, for sure. That's one of the most successful web series that they did. Open the door for a lot of people. So respect to them. Also a fan of theirs. But Mayhem is something different. As a web series fan, because I check out all the web series, I try to watch all of them just so I can kind of compare and contrast and make notes on each of them. A lot of them are carbon copies of Money and Violence, with similar storylines, similar characters.
Completely.
Mayhem came out with something different.
Completely.
How much of that, oh, better yet, excuse me, do you write 100% of the script?
Nah, I gotta give my cast the credit. Okay. You feel me? Like, to be honest, we ain't been on script since what, about episode 3. Wow. I wrote up the 3 episodes because like it was just a fast process. Like, I got other web series I got in the cut.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So when I came up with Mayhem, it was like completely different from what I already wrote.
Okay.
So it was like, everything was like Johnny on the spot. I started contacting people as soon as I was like, yo, I'm about to just do one. Started contacting people, putting people in place, and it just took off so fast I ain't had time to write.
But are you giving them like a structure?
Yeah, everything is structured. Like, they know exactly what they doing. I give them key lines to say and where to put them and this and that. That it didn't, you know, I let them do them. You know what I mean? That's why I acting is completely different from a lot of the web series. Like, in my opinion, I don't think they acting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
and
just creating a situation.
As a viewer, let me tell you that for one, I couldn't tell that. Like right now, you just put me on to something that I didn't know. And for 2, that helps the character realization occur. Like, that's why I feel
I just gave y'all the secret.
That's why S is really S, because that's them acting out these characters. But you know, not to shoot shots at any other web series, but you can kind of tell when they're scripted and they're not delivering the lines with the emotion that they
exactly. First of all, like, I created the characters. Like, the characters is created. You know what I mean? So going off of knowing each one of these people individually, like, I grew up with most of them. You feel me? Like, S, I had him lined up for another project we was gonna do like years ago. So I know S, Noki, Sandbox, you feel me? Like, all of these people that's in the show, like, I know 90% of them or grew up with them or his family.
Right.
So I know them, so I know how to write to them.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? All I'm doing is pointing them in the right direction. You feel me? Like, that's just it. Like, that's them on the camera.
And again, that's what makes it so real to the viewer.
Yeah.
You mentioned other projects coming up. Before we get to those, how many, you said you got 10 to 12 years worth of writing. How many seasons of Mayhem is in already?
Man, I got many as everybody want. I got them in my back pocket. You feel me? Like,
and what is your ultimate goal with the show?
Man, my hood, my city.
Have like
Jersey.
Have you even thought of that? Like, do you want to get it? Let's just say tomorrow, Fox 5 comes knocking.
They money better be right. You know what I mean? We got a lot of people involved. You know what I mean? It's a pie. Everybody eats. So if money ain't right, we don't want it. We know how to get money.
And how willing are you to give up creative control?
Man, they can have it if the number right. I got another man.
True.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's not my ultimate decision. You feel me? Like, everybody that's involved in Mayhem, like our main cast members, like they own a percentage of Mayhem. Like when they signed that contract, they got a percentage. You understand what I'm saying? So the ultimate decision ain't mine. You know what I mean? Like it's a group thing. If everybody sit down at the table, somebody come with the right number.
Is there anyone not here today that is in that court?
Yeah, there's a few people. Yeah, we got.
Want to give them a quick shout out since they're not here?
I can't even remember all the names right now.
I know Mac Johnson in here.
Yeah, Mac.
I know the
salute to Mac. Like all of them day ones. Like all of them day ones. Like we sat down and we really put this thing together. Deja, Moo, Mac, my lady, which is that play Lanice. That's my real lady.
Oh, yeah?
She's the main one. Like everybody that started coming in late, like even S. Like S was a main character from the beginning. Like nobody knew that. It just looked like he just came in, but he's been one of the main characters.
But that goes to show how well thought out the season was, that you already knew in progression, in mid-season, mid-stride, you're going to introduce new characters.
Yeah. We still got more. Like we still got so many more that's coming. You feel me? Like, but my core is here. Like these are the ones that helped me start it. Like I came to them. I ain't selling my dream. I told them my dream. You feel me? And we got it.
Right.
So I'm always gonna be in debt to them. You feel me? Like that's why I gave them a percentage of Mayhem. Like they own it. Whatever bread come from this, they get bread.
Right. As it should be. The team gotta eat as well. With the show, you just recently branched off into the Mayhem soundtrack.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's going pretty good.
Let me ask you, how much involvement did you have in that?
In the soundtrack?
I mean, not in the actual creating of the songs, but were you selecting the artists?
Yeah.
Things like that?
Well, I just was hitting certain people who I knew, you know what I mean, deserve an opportunity to get their music heard.
Then when you got all the music collected, did you select the order that it was hearing?
Yeah.
All right, so you basically did like a producer.
Yeah.
And how's that doing?
It's doing all right. We about to drop volume 2.
All right, let the people know where they can get that.
Probably this week. I ain't got no date on it. Whenever I get time to sit down, I'm on vacation right now. You feel me?
A well-deserved vacation.
So probably this week, sometime next week, whenever.
All right, you let them know where they could download that.
I believe it's Spinnerella. Just search Mac Johnson. Feel me? And it'll pop up right there.
All right. And another direction that the show has branched off to is the merchandising.
Yeah, we trying to see where we could go with that. You feel me? Like put a few pieces together to see how they move.
Well, the thing is, we're living in an age right now where people want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
So they want to be a fan of the show.
Yeah.
Boom. Now they want to listen to the music from the people from the show. Now they want to wear the shirts from the show. Is there another avenue that you have in mind to attack next?
Yeah, season 2.
All right, true.
That's season 2.
We're gonna try to get the exclusive right now. When is season 2 gonna drop?
It's coming, like fall. That's what's on the video. But you know what I mean? The way we move, like people don't even understand. Real quick, let me break this down. Like people don't understand like how fast we move. Like we could leave here right now and go do an episode.
Right.
Like that's just how we move. So we put fall so we don't have the pressure because we had a lot of problems with dropping on the deadlines. You feel me? So we put fall to give us a cushion.
Right.
You feel me? If we wrap season 2 up next month, hey, y'all got it. We might dig out a whole season at one time. Like we don't know how we move. We breaking all rules.
And as a fan, that's what I want. Cause I can't do the waiting a week, man. I can't do it.
Hey, like originally, like I said, everything was giant on the spot. You feel me? Like so we was just moving so fast. Like originally it was supposed to be 2 episodes a week. It's supposed to drop on Wednesday and Saturday. You feel me? Half hour. But just I didn't put in the fact of how much editing it's gonna take.
Right.
You feel me? This was new to me.
Yeah.
Like I was doing music videos and stuff like that. So I didn't know how much time it was gonna take to do an episode, and it takes a lot. Like I'd be sitting at the computer for like 2 days, like eyes shot red
for a 20-minute episode.
Yeah. I want to make sure it's right.
A lot of people don't know the actual hard work and everything that goes into putting out one episode. Let's say a 20-minute episode, that could be 24 hours worth of work, including filming, editing, sound editing, and all that stuff. Now, you mentioned you have other shows and things down the line. Anything you're willing to share?
Nah, man, the focus Mayhem right now.
Alright, now, what does Mayhem as a show, as a cast, and as a crew, do you guys have anything planned to give back to your community?
Yeah, we got a few things. We got in the making. We got something that we trying to put together now. It's something called Mayhem Youth Day. You feel me? Like, we got 1 million kids out here watching us. Like, and I didn't expect that. You feel me? Like, I was aiming at a certain age group.
Right.
You feel me? Like, but once it started airing, I started getting the feedback. Like, I got little kids from 5 years old all the way up to grandparents that's like 67.
Right.
You feel me? Like, and they love Mayhem, so we gotta do something for them. You feel me? So, like, S got the whole organization with football and all that. So he brought it to the table like, yo, we gotta do something with the kids. So we came up with Mayhem Youth Day, where the whole cast gonna be there, had the kids out, have a fun day for them, but then also had the characters talk to the kids. Cause, you know, a few kids came up to me like, yo, I wanna be like Shells, this and that, I wanna do this, I wanna do that. So it don't even make sense that we point them in, we let them know what it really is. Like, this is just entertainment.
Right.
You feel me? Like, this is not life. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's gonna be big for the community. Like, we're gonna try to do something real big for the kids, you know what I mean? Parents come out, everything.
Yeah, and that speaks to the character of the gentlemen and ladies involved in the show Mayhem. Now, just to wrap it up, as a fan, again, we thank you for everything you've done, for what you've put out and put forward. I just gotta ask you one question to wrap it up. Pretty much the show is, how can I word this properly? How much of the show is based off experiences, real life experience that you've either been a part of or witnessed?
Oh, like I said, I gotta fabricate it. I don't wanna incriminate nobody, but like, and I'm only speak for, like, I'm gonna really speak, like, well, I wasn't even supposed to be that character. Like, that wasn't me. I wrote that for somebody. He turned it down. I said, if nobody can do it, I'm gonna jump in. Like, I'm gonna speak on Reek, like, that's me. But with a fabrication on top.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I never move no keys like that, nothing like that, but that's just me.
But the soul of the character.
Yeah, the soul of the character is
his actions is entertainment.
Yeah.
And that's what a point that I want to bring across to everybody watching. A lot of these characters are not characters. They are the people that are portraying them.
Just fabricating on top of it, on top of it.
So relatable.
Yeah, like, we try to deal with the reality of it. You feel me? Like, this is like, Mayhem is really reality. Like, people really walk outside their door with their head knocked off.
Now, do you have any plans of documenting the actual reality of what's going on in your neighborhood?
Yeah, that was something that I was trying to do too, but you know, that's a little harder than doing Mayhem. You feel me? Like, doing a documentation on that's like incriminating people. Like, people don't want to get in front of the camera and tell a real true story.
Right.
You feel me? So we got Mayhem to tell a story.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just gotta put it together. And know that it is a real situation, because a lot of the stuff that you see in Mayhem is real situations that I seen, somebody told me about or whatever. You feel me? Like,
and as with anything, the truth is what is most accepted, and that's what people's loving, man. So congratulations,
man.
We look forward to season 2. Let the people know where they can check out season 1 and where they can holler at Dre.
Season 1, YouTube, Mayhem Web Series, everything Mayhem Web Series, mayhemwebseries.com, Instagram, Facebook, all that, except for Twitter. We don't do Twitter. I don't know why, but I ain't got the time.
Season 2.
Yeah, season 2 coming fast, man. Faster than y'all think. It is coming. It's on its way.
Thanks again, my brother.
All right, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No doubt.